everyone, and welcome back to my channel once again. Today I'm gonna be showing you a pretty complete training with my main goal being a good loop jump and a presentable camel spin. This particular day was much colder than usual. It was around -4 degrees Celsius, so I had to start my warm-up with the jacket on, and luckily I got warm quickly enough. I do mostly the same warm-up exercises every day, which are stretchings and simple jumps. Lately, I am spending time on my off-ice axel, and hopefully I can attempt it on the ice very soon. Every skater has their own way of warming up. For me, it's all about activating my legs and just engaging my core. I also try getting my mind focused on what I want to work today and not put too high expectations. So something that I can achieve and then I will feel happy about. And I completely love when I'm the first one on the ice. I enjoy having all the rink for myself and also skating in fresh ice. It is just one of the best feelings in the world. I start my session by sliding around and doing the basic footwork. A little trick to make it look effortless is to keep your knees soft and stay low. So the more you bend your knees, the more control you have over your movements. Crossovers are one of the first things you learn in skating, but they're also something you never stop improving. And for me, forward crossovers don't feel as natural as backwards. I don't know why, because it's very unusual, but I just feel I can bend my knees more easily with the backwards crossovers. And I don't know if I'm the only one in this, but in the beginning of my trainings, I always feel so clumsy and I never get good twizzles or brackets and counters. It's always at the end of the training when I feel more comfortable with them. Sometimes things don't go as planned during the trainings, and that's okay. I try not to stress too much about it because progress is not linear. So every time you step on the ice, you're always improving. People who don't skate usually think that jumps and spins are difficult, but oh my god, they have no idea of the struggle of getting nice and smooth footwork. It looks way easier than it actually is. Next, I move on to the waltz jump, and although it's a beginner jump, it still needs good edge control and height to look effortless. A fun way for me to do the waltz jumps is to make as many as possible just in a row non-stop and add in speed in each of them. From here, I transition into the toe loop, and I didn't do much of these that day because, to be completely honest, I don't like that jump. Who even likes it? I've never met anyone who says, "Oh, I love the toe loop." And once again, bend your knees. When you're trying to land a jump, try to bend your knees as much as possible. A soft landing absorbs impact and it will help you keep your balance. Trust me, your knees will thank you for that. Afterwards comes the salchow, which, unlike the toe loop, relies on a strong edge push, which I definitely have to get better at. And once I force the takeoff less, it will look so much better. And here comes my favorite jump, the flip. This jump has always felt so natural in me. For some reason, I really enjoy doing it. One of the biggest challenges with the flip is making sure the edge is correct. If you accidentally switch to an outside edge, it turns into a lutz. Now that I've done all these jumps, I can focus on the loop. This jump is essential for combinations and higher level jumps, so mastering it early helps a lot in the long run. Once I felt the single loop was good enough, I tried doing 2 loop jumps. And to finish with jumping, I did axle drills, in specific a wall jump with some rotation in the end, and hopefully I will attempt the actual jumps soon enough. Let's get into the spins, starting up with a scratch spin as always, focusing on the center and not losing my axis. From the wide position with my arms and the leg, I try to tighten up to my core to increase the speed. As for the camel spin, I'm still trying to get the rotation more than a high spiral, and I have to say now looking at the videos, it's going pretty well compared to weeks ago, so maybe I will want to try to combine it with a catch foot position soon. A good spiral requires flexibility, especially in the hips and the legs. So the more flexible you are, the more you can extend and hold a position. And that's why I work my flexibility off ice, like trying to achieve a full split, which I still cannot do. During the spiral, the camel spin, sometimes I put the hands in the front and sometimes in the back. Both are correct. I just like to try out what's easier for me, but if you know what's more recommended in the beginning, just let me know in the comments. Let's change spot. After a good amount of tries on the camel spin, I did some sit spins. This is the spin I'm progressing faster with, but my coach advised me to practice the basic sit spin more than this one. Although I'm enjoying doing the pancake the most, which is the one I'm doing in the video, I might have to follow his advice because he knows what he's talking about. Every day I feel more stable on this spin, and you can see that because there's sometimes I go back up while holding my foot. This is a perfect demonstration of how not to do a pancake spin, but it's okay because pushing your limits will mean that you're gonna fall often, and that's totally fine. Just part of the process. And by this time, I was already very exhausted, but I didn't want to leave the ice without trying some back spins, so I did some of those. Down for the day. And can you just look at the chaos there was when I stepped out of the ice? Oh my god. And I couldn't resist, and this time film, of course, the most satisfying moment for ice skaters. This is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you could also take some tips from me and apply it to your training. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!